Hey guys, I'm Gamer back here from the video, guys. Today we're going to be starting a new series, which is a weekly series every single Thursday. Best way to get training, best cards to target, and best methods to get those training points. So guys, starting off right away, can we smash 100 likes for this brand new series? Comment down below and tell me if you're excited about this brand new series. Let's get right into it, guys. Starting off right away, we're going to talk about the best way to start with training is have farm accounts. Now, farm accounts are just accounts that you use to get extra coins and extra training points, right? That's all it is. Nonetheless, so let's go ahead and start off with the campaign, because if you complete the campaign on all 5 of your farm accounts, I know it's a lot of solos. It takes around, I think, 5-6 hours to do. Again, if you have the time, go ahead and do it, because you get a crap ton of gold cards. Now, those gold cards you can put into the sets right here, go to exchange set, and actually make 80 to 81 overall elite cards. Now, I believe after doing all the campaign solos, you can get around 3 or 4 per account. So if we do that times 5 accounts or times 4 accounts, because obviously your main account, you're gonna have 16 80 to 81 of all cards. Once you transfer those cards to your main account, then you can go and quick sell them, get the training value, and that's around 1,520 training value to your main account. Now, the big thing here, and what I'm showing you and what I'm talking about here, is the idea of using your farm accounts to get training. We are never, ever, ever, if we can help it, going to use our main account to get the training. The main reason why is because farm accounts coins is what you can use at all times to get the good training to your main account. Whenever you transfer coins, whenever you're transferring coins, of course, it comes down to 2 different methods, right? You transfer on coins either through training value, or by trading cards over and quick selling them, or trading cards over and completing sets. Now, I'm getting more and more in the habit of loving just to transfer cards over from farm accounts and get training value, because when you transfer a card over, you do not lose any of its value. So you do not lose any of its training value. You do not lose anything like that, right? And if you transfer a card over and you put into a set, you could lose some coins. So farm accounts have really, honestly, because of this year, became the amazing way to get training points. Now, other than that, other than completing those solo challenges, of course, any solo you complete, you can do the same concept with. If you have a promo that releases and you get, you know, an NAT card, save up your NAT cards, put them into a set, go ahead and complete them and get them done and transfer them over for training points. Another thing you can do real fast is MUT Heroes. So for example, if you do the MUT Heroes solo challenges, you do get 2 ego players. They're both NAT, but if you transfer or they put them into this set right here, you do receive back 6 different sidekicks for your 2 NAT players. Also, you do get sidekicks from doing the solo challenges, which you can go ahead and put in this set and get back an ego player. You transfer all 7 of those players to your main account, and you're going to get some really good training back for doing so. Nonetheless, though, that's going to be just some training you can do right now. Get some easy training, not have to worry about it. And again, every farm account you do gets you more and more training. So guys, sorry if my voice sounded a little weird. I don't know why today it's just not working correctly. Nonetheless, though, that's going to be number 1. So that is the easiest way right now to get training. Just get, you know, some free training points by doing solos. And of course, you know, just completing sets and transferring over to your main account. In all honesty, if you do have the time, you can get a lot of training. This year is really, really good when it comes to grinding. You can actually grind a lot this year and get a lot of training, a lot of coins. I love this year for that main reason. Another way to get training, if you do not want to transfer 7 cards over and you do all the solo challenges, if you do them all on 2 accounts, you can actually transfer your main account's cards to your farm account. Oh, sorry, you can change your farm account cards to your main account, complete this one of the 90 overall sets, and then quick sell that card for training if you really wanted to. Again, mail you in different ways to get training just by going ahead and grinding solo challenges. So let's go ahead and go into the second part of this video, and this is going to be exactly what we are talking about right now. And this is going to go ahead and be how the best cards to target in training, the best cards to look for, and what cards to really, you know, go after when it comes to training value. So let's start off right away by talking about the whole idea of training value per coin. So what this idea is pretty much you want to see how much coins are you spending on every single, card you buy for training. So for example, if you see right here, we are going to go down a little bit. Let me go ahead and move this a little bit down for you guys. As you can see, we have a card right here who is 91,000 coins, and we can kind of get a good understanding that his card, if we quick sell it, it's going to give us 1,600 training. So if we divide 91,000 by 1,600, we're going to see that we're spending around 56.8, so we'll say 57 coins per training point. Now at the moment, the best is going to be 54,000. Now the awesome thing about training is it's just like, it actually is literally, you can snipe training, which I've done this earlier in the year, and it's a really awesome thing to do. So for example, all you have to do is start off right away and find out how much training value separate cards will give you. So for example, if you go ahead and look at 76 overall cards, like for example Amir Abdullah here, we're going to see that Amir Abdullah, a 76 overall card, is going to give me a 15 training points if I go ahead and quick sell him, right? So what I can kind of get a good understanding of is 2,000 coins, we'll say, divided by 15 is going to be, I spent 133 coins per training point. That is a no-go. We don't want to spend that much. So how much do we want to spend for a 76 overall gold card if we want to go ahead and get good training value? Well, for example, if we go ahead and buy this card for 900 coins, that's going to go ahead and give us roughly around 60 coins per training value. Let me actually make sure on that one. 15, yeah, 60. So what do we want to spend? Well, if we go ahead and do 750 coins, divide that by 15, that's going to give us 50 training. So if we can get a 76 overall gold card, guys, for around 50 training points, for around 750 coins, that's going to give us an amazing value for what we want to spend. And honestly, if we go ahead and look at the the auction block right here, we're just going to go ahead and go through certain filters that we're going to see if we can get one of these cards, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, for this exact training value. So let's go ahead and go to all offense. And again, 76 overalls is what we just looked at. As the overalls go higher, it's a little bit different. So for example, actually let me go ahead and just do a quick example here. Let's go ahead and look at Mr. Brown here. Okay, the 77 overall card. I believe it's the same training value. Actually, we can just buy this card real fast. Let's see. Is it the same training value? I believe it is. I just want to make sure, just to show you guys. It's actually a little bit more. So we just spent 1,000 coins for this Brown, right? Divide that by 20 is around 50 training point, or 50 coins per training value, which is actually really good. That's what we want to target, right? We want to target that every time we're buying a card. So actually that was 1350, which is actually about 67.5. So that's actually really bad. We want to get that exact card for 1,000. So if we can get that exact card for 1,000 coins, we're getting exactly what we want. And that's what you want to target as you're going through these filters. So again, if you want to, write this down, right? Write exactly down what you want to go ahead and go for. So if you want to go for 50 training, right? Oh, sorry, you want to go ahead and go for 50 coins per training, then you need to find a good medium of how much that's going to cost you. So if we go ahead and start off with the Chicago Bears, right? We can go to all offense. Let's see the cheapest card up, 26 or 25.50. That's not going to be good training. We want to get these cards for a lot cheaper. Now, the thing is, when it comes to sniping golds for training, I've showed you this earlier in the year, it can be kind of tricky. It's not the easiest thing in the world because these cards, gold cards, get pulled so freaking frequently. But at the same time, I don't know how many times, like, people putting them up for really low prices. Now with the new addition of the auction block, adding the feature that lets you go ahead and exactly select your correct price, that has pulled this down a little bit. But again, as long as you have the time and you just want to go through and try to see if you can find some good training value, it's actually going to be a really easy process. Just don't get tricked with certain overalls. So for example, if we go ahead and look at this real fast, let me go ahead and bring up Brown. We're actually going to be looking at so 77 overalls, it looks like are going to give you, actually I'll show you guys on my head right here real fast. Let's go ahead and look at this. So 70, let's say 79 overalls. Let's see what they actually give you training value wise. They're going to go ahead and give you 30 training value. So you want to go ahead and keep that in mind. Every overall is going to give you a different training value. So 76 overall, we want a 750 coins if we're going to buy a 76 overall card. If we want a, for example, a 79 overall card with 30 training value, we're going to want to buy him for, let's say, let me just do some math here. Less than 2,000 coins pretty much. We're going to want to buy him for around, yeah, we want to buy him for around 1,500 coins if we can. Now again, if you're going through the trade block, or sorry, the auction block, auction house, write this stuff down, right? Kind of go through and say, okay, how much do I want to spend for a certain overall player? For example, for a 79 overall player, I want to spend 1,500 coins or less. Now, I know, again, that might be like, oh, that's never going to happen. These cards go for 3,000 coins, but you'd be very surprised. Bam, right here, 1250. We go ahead and look at this card. I guarantee you we'll find some really good 1,500 coins and less. One right there. 500, 750, 1,000, 1,650. Again, guys, it's very possible to get these gold cards very cheap. You can definitely do so. It just takes some extra time. And again, this is one gold card. There is millions, not millions, but there's thousands of gold cards in this game, guys. And you can get these cards for very cheap and affordable prices, right? That's very easy. You can get a lot of good training doing that way. Just always keep in mind this one principle, okay? And whenever you're looking at any overall, first off, find out how much the overall is going to give you training value-wise. If it's going to give you, you know, 15 training value and you're going to spend 1,200 coins on it, then go ahead and take 1,200 coins, divide by 15, and you find out you're spending 80 coins per training value. That's not going to be worth it, right? And the same concept applies to higher overall cards. If we're looking at this Ronde Barber right here, right? This brand new Ronde Barber came out like, I believe, a week ago, 3 weeks ago. You're going to go ahead and say 300,000 coins. Well, I'm going to get how much back? I'm going to get 4,500 training value back. I'm spending around 66 coins per training value. If I went and bought him for 300,000 coins, that's going to be what it's going to cost me. Now, real fast, you can see it's a little bit more expensive. But let's go ahead and now go to the sets, because sometimes you can actually complete legend sets and actually get some good training value back. So let's go ahead and go to the sets real fast and talk about that. First off, I do want to cover this real fast. It's the best players to go after right now. MUTHead.com always has a good list of players. But as I'm doing this video right here, DeMarcus Ware is around 93,000 coins, which if we go ahead and take his 93,000 coin card and we go ahead and divide that by how much training value he gives us, 1,600, that's going to give us 58 coins per training point, which is actually really not that bad. Definitely, when you get for 88,000 coins, that's the money play to go for, but that's actually a really good, you know, coin value right now. Best cards go for Eddie George, Aeneas Williams, Champ Bailey, Tony G, DeMarcus Ware. Those are going to be the best players to go for right now. If you can get them for the exact training or how much to go for, you can get some good value from it. So let's go ahead and talk about some of these sets right here. Because again, a lot of times you can complete sets for cheaper than they're actually going for on the auction block, and it's really awesome. You can get a lot of good training doing this. So let's go ahead and talk about this guy right here. Let's go ahead and do Tim Brown and see how much this is going to cost us to complete his set, right? So if we go ahead and see, I'm just doing this on the calculator real fast just so I can make this a little bit faster for you guys. 85 Tim Brown's going to cost us 2449. That's about 180,000 coins. And then we go ahead and do 22,900. Sometimes these sets do cost a lot more than the actual player is selling for, so keep that in mind. Always make sure you do the calculations before you go into it. So for example, I think this set's going to cost over 400,000 coins. No, I might have done the math there. Well, let me do this one more time. Alright, so 87 overalls is 6,700. And let's see. Alright, so this set is going to cost us around 200,000 coins. A little bit over 200,000 coins. So let's actually, I'm going to go ahead and see how much he's actually selling for. And that's going to give us a good indication. So that set's going to cost us 223,000 coins. He is selling for around 190. So again, not always can you complete a set and get, you know, good value for it. But again, as you go through, you're going to find sometimes you're going to get a good snipe in these sets that you can actually go ahead and complete the set and actually make get good training back. So let's look at LT's a little bit newer of a legend. So hopefully this will be a little bit easier to actually go for. Let's go 86 overall. It's going to be 47.50. 85 overall is going to go ahead and be 31,950. And finally, we have this one, which is going to be 22,200. Okay, so that's going to cost around 400,000 coins to complete. Let's see what he's actually selling for on Mut Head. He is selling for around 420. So that's 16,000 coins cheaper than what he's selling for. So we go ahead and take a look. He's actually cheapest one up is 435,000 coins. So if we bought him off the auction block right now and quick sold him for training, that would be around 96 coins per training point. If we go ahead and complete the set right now and then sell them for training, it's not going to be the best, but it is a lot better. It's 89, which is, of course, a lot better if we go ahead and buy them off the auction block. And as you do these sets, as you get some good snipes, you can actually get these cards for a lot cheaper. Again, Saturdays, Sundays, best time to do this method, okay? Saturday and Sunday, when new legends are out, legend packs are out, go ahead and go to the legends here, the sets, and go ahead and do them. Go ahead and, of course, calculate before you do them. But when the prices come down, guys, training value is so beautiful, these legend sets. So again, guys, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like and subscribe button. Tell me down below what you thought about this new series, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.